up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Gabby. If you're new here, I am a Lululemon educator and I love making videos all about Lululemon fashion and the occasional vlog. So be sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed already. But today's video, I'm going to be comparing the Define jackets. Now I know that these have blown up over TikTok for its BBL effect. So I just wanted to give you a little comparison video between the two types of available Define jackets you could buy at Lululemon right now. I will have my measurements and the Define jackets linked down below in the description, so be sure to check that out as well if you're interested in shopping any of these. But if you'd like to know which Define jacket might be right for you, just keep on watching. Alright, so the Define jackets have been around at Lululemon for a very long time, I feel like, and they used to make them in quite a few different materials like the Rulu, Nulux, Luxtreme, and Luon and the Nulu fabric, which Luon and Nulu are the types of Define jackets you can get right now in store. Unfortunately, I haven't seen them make the other types of Define jackets in a really long time, so maybe those ones have been sunsetted. I do have my collection of Define jackets here with me today. I have been collecting these for a very long time. My oldest one here is about 10 years old, so I really am happy with the quality and longevity that you do get out of the Define jackets, as I know they're quite pricey, but I feel like you are making an investment, and honestly the fact that it's lasted me 10 years, I am blown away by it, and it still looks pretty good, which I'll give you an up close kind of view in a little bit here. But kind of just to go through my collection really briefly, this one I got, it's super old, from a consignment store, and I believe this one might be the Nulux material. It's super sleek and shiny looking material, so I feel like this one might be the Nulux. It's very kind of like soft though in the material, so I do have that one. This one here is a newer one. This is my Nulu Define jacket. It does have the hood as well. Again, this is a style that you can get right now. And the next one I have here is my Define jacket in black. This one's the Luon material, and this one is the oldest one in my collection. It has lasted me such a long time. I also have two more in Luon. I have the Lavender Dusk, I believe this one is called. It's super similar to some of the colors that they are coming out with now, but again, this one is in the Luon fabric. And the last one I have here is the We Are From Space Nimbus, and this one is also the Luon fabric. All of my Define jackets I get a size 4 in. Now the Define jackets do fit really slim, so they are supposed to be a slim fit, hip length type of jacket. For reference, I'm normally a size 2 in like the Swiftly Tex or like a Love Crew, normal tops like that. A size 0 if it's like an oversized fit or like a looser fit like a All Yours tee. So I do feel like these ones fit quite snug, especially if you have broader shoulders. They're gonna feel a little bit more snug in kind of the armpits, and it totally depends on personal preference. A lot of people like to size up, I feel like, because the jacket is so snug. Some people even size up 2 sizes just to get that little bit of extra room, and it depends how much you want to wear underneath the Define jacket as well. If you want a couple layers, then definitely consider sizing up. If you're just thinking, you know, one thin layer, then you could go with your normal size to one size up, and that'd be totally a good fit for you. Personally, I do feel like I'm suffocating just the smallest bit in a 2. Yes, I could technically fit it, but it is tight and very slim fitting. I do find the 4 the most comfortable fit, and I feel like it kind of depends on the material as well. So the Nulu versus the Luon kind of fabric, and I'll get into more details about that in a minute, but hopefully that kind of helps you for a reference when it comes to sizing. These are more as a sweater. They could be a jacket per se in the summer if you wanted just a light layer, but honestly I do wear these more as sweaters than a jacket. They could be useful depending on the type of sport or activity that you do, like hiking or figure skating or horseback riding, gymnastics, something like that, as kind of a layering piece. I mostly use it just as a sweater. I wouldn't necessarily say that it's a jacket in the sense that a rain jacket would be, or like a windbreaker, but it is a nice layering piece. All right, now let's chat about the types of Define jackets you can get right now at Lululemon, which is the Define jacket in Luon and the Define jacket hooded in Nulu. So starting off with kind of more of the original fabric, this is Luon. It's gonna have that cottony soft feeling. If you remember the Wonder Unders in Luon, then you might know what this fabric feels like. It is one of Lululemon's kind of original fabrics that they came out with and has stuck around for a long time. This one's pretty durable. It's still going to be sweat wicking, but it's not going to pill as fast. I do find these ones to be a little bit more structured in the body, where you can see that this is going to stand up straight on its own. Whereas if I hold up the kind of Nulu one, you can kind of see it's a little bit more flowy and a little bit more relaxed in the sides of the jacket. It's not quite so pin straight. So I do want to kind of point that out. It does have kind of a little zipper cover here so that when you do zip it up, it's not going to poke you in the neck, which I really like. This little tie, I don't know, this little zipper pull also doubles as a hair tie. If you did not know that, the Define jackets in Luon do have this feature. So it does have the little Lululemon logo hair tie on the jacket that you can take off if you are in a pinch and need a hair tie, which is super cool. It does have the two side pockets as well, and it does have the thumb holes on each cuff. The fun thing about these ones also is that you can fold over the cuffs, and it's kind of like a little mitten as well, which is super cool in case your hands are cold. If you're on a run or something like that, that's really useful, I feel like. I know a lot of people say that the sleeves are super long, but I also feel like it's because of the kind of thumb hole and then mitten feature that it's meant to be long so that it can extend that full range and length. So this is, again, one of my staple kind of sweaters and items from Lululemon. I do really like this one. Another thing is that it does have kind of a mesh ventilation back here in the jacket, and I feel like that's just kind of to add breathability into the jacket. These ones are a little bit on the thicker side, so it will keep you warmer. It's a great layer, and that's kind of everything about the Define jackets in Luon. Alright, I also just wanted to give you kind of an up close look of the Define jacket. So the black one, like I said, is my oldest Define jacket. It's about 10 years old, and the lavender dusk is my newest Luon one. So you can kind of see that there, yes, is wear and tear in the black one a little bit. There's slight pilling and the fabric's a little bit rougher, but it's still in pretty good shape compared to like the newer one in lavender dusk. And for the Define jacket in Nulu, again, it's gonna have a hood, which the other one doesn't, but it's a very thin hood. It also has two of the kind of, I don't know, strings as well for the hood on the jackets, where the Luon ones do not have that feature. Otherwise, it is pretty similar. It does have two zippered pockets on the side here, as well as the kind of thumb holes and mitten duo closure thing happening. So again, you can fold that little piece over, as well as you have the little thumb holes on the end. These ones are a little bit more kind of discreet, so when I show you them on, this one you can kind of hide a little bit more, where the other one is a general hole in the fabric or in the sleeve. This one is a little bit more subtle, but I do think that, you know, they are very, very similar. Of course, this one is made of our Nulu fabric, which is the buttery soft, lightweight kind of a line material that it's known for. This one is going to be a little bit more delicate. Nulu is brushed basically on the outsides. That's what gives it that nice buttery soft feeling. So if you are wearing, per se, like a backpack with it, it could pill. I do find that the Nulu tops are a little bit more durable than the lines, where you're like sitting or rubbing against a chair or something like that all the time, whereas like this one, I feel like you're not always rubbing on things, if that makes sense. Just be aware that these ones could pill as well. Now I'm going to try on both of the Define jackets so you can see the difference while I am wearing it. Okay, so here is the Define jacket in the Nulu material. Again, it's going to have these two strings here. So it kind of depends on personal preference, as some may find these strings a little bit annoying, kind of flopping around, but I honestly don't really mind them. Again, this jacket is pretty lightweight. It kind of has that naked sensation feeling as the same with the Align pants. It does have the hood in the back here, as well as the kind of little panel for ventilation. This is kind of what, I don't think I'd ever wear it with the hood up necessarily, but this is what it would look like. And then of course you can do the jacket all the way up, which I feel like gives a really snug kind of fit with the hood. You can see that it is right up to my chin, but again, it has this little zipper cover to kind of stop it from poking you too much. But I don't think I'd ever necessarily wear it with the hood up. Just a personal style choice. And this is what it would look like if I had it all the way zipped up to the top. Again, I would probably wear it more like this. It does have the 2 zippered pockets in the side with the extra kind of phone pocket or coin card pocket, a little hidden smaller pocket within the pocket, which is nice. So it does have that feature in this one. And then again, with the thumb holes, you can kind of see that it's not like a hole in the jacket. It's very streamlined into it where the thumb just pops through there. And then of course you can fold the jacket like this to make yourself a little mitten. So that's kind of what the Define jacket in Nulu looks like. Again, very, very slim fitting. It kind of has that nice contouring effect. I feel like the Lululemon kind of seam detail with the logo on it really adds and accentuates that. But this is the Define jacket in Nulu. And here is the Define jacket in Luon. Again, obviously this one doesn't have a hood. This is what it would look like if it was completely zipped up. So again, has that nice little zipper cover so it's not poking you. Again, a very slim fit. I do feel like this one is a little bit thicker than the Nulu one, and it's a little bit more structured when I go to kind of move my arms and throughout the body. I just feel like, you know, it has a little bit more structure to it. It's not quite as lightweight and flowy, but again, it's not uncomfortable. It's just the slightest amount of difference. Here's the thumb hole. So again, you can see that there's a complete hole in the fabric. It's not really streamlined or covered. And this is what it looks like with the thumb hole. And you can make it into a little mitten if you need to, which is kind of a nice feature. I have been on walks in my Define jacket where I have needed to use that, or even at work when I wear them and my hands are cold. I like to just tuck my hands inside, and I feel like it does keep a little bit of warmth in there. So I do really like that feature. They have the 2 side zippered pockets, but no interior mini pocket to stash other essentials in. So there is that difference as well. And then of course they just have the back ventilation panel here with kind of the mesh. But that is what the Define jacket in Luon kind of looks like and feels like. So that is kind of the differences between the 2 Define jackets. I hope you found this video helpful and kind of cleared up the differences maybe between the 2 if you're debating which one would be the right fit for you. Again, it comes down a lot to personal preference, whether you want something with a hood or without. Again, is like the biggest feature between the Define jackets other than the material. Both of these are kind of designed for on the move, which means basically day-to-day wear. I really enjoy my Define jackets though, and think they are a great investment piece, and I do highly recommend them even before they blew up on TikTok. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel for more Lululemon lifestyle content, and hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video. Leave me a comment down below. Do you have a Define jacket? What is your opinion? If I miss any features that you really like or that stand out to you, be sure to leave that in the comments for everyone else as well. And I really hope to see you in the next video. Bye!